Good morning and welcome to What's New with Mike and Jeff. Your Saturday morning hobby hangout coming to you live via the interwebs. I'm your host, Mike, and with me is Jeff.
Hello.
Hello. So Raymond says we're not backwards today. So
Yeah, I think the last show we did them in reverse for some. I forget what the reason was. Backwards day or
press the
something.
wrong buttons.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So we left the same way too. That was awesome.
So instead of fixing the mistake, we just made the mistake part of the show. We improvised, and yes, that's what we did.
Yes.
So how have you been?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing all
Yeah.
right. Yeah, absolutely. So,
Have you been working on your Thanksgiving project?
I have
Very cool. Very cool.
right here.
I have too. I didn't. I just built tracks.
Right.
These tracks, when they're done, are going to be like 30 inches long.
That's awesome.
They're massive, and it was a lot of, so they're working tracks, as you can
Right.
tell, in the sense that they move and slag and all that.
Yeah, you have to pin each individual tread, don't you?
Each link consists of three parts. There's
David.
the bottom, the top, and then the little track guide that has to be glued in. Each one of those has three connection points. Well, the track guides have two connection points, but each top and bottom piece has three connection points. And I have to cut each one off, file each one of those connecting points down, because the connection points are in between the tracks, and if you don't file them down, your tracks kind of lock up.
They get bound. They bind up.
They bind up. So yeah, all week, just every morning, cutting pieces off, building it. I was in my room from 4 o'clock in the morning yesterday till 10, just building tracks. Like, because I would glue one together and clothespin it down. Good morning, David. So that it would glue flush. And then it was like a sequence of building. Like, I would build a bunch of those until I ran out of clothespins. And then I would take the two of those and connect them together, glue that, set it up. Like, I was just like stacking and building like little longer links and connecting the longer 77 links in a track.
Wow. You know, I have that. I understand that completely. I had the same problem. I did this on my lunch break, and these tracks are like 7 pieces. It took like 15 minutes of my whole lunch break to get both of these tracks on. It was horrible. I was miserable.
Miserable. Good morning, Joe. I bet you were. So I had a lot of fun though, because it was just very routine, repetitive. So I just put a movie on. I went on Tubi and just found some really bad movies. That way they wouldn't distract me from actually wanting to work.
Do you know what I've got into the habit of watching?
What's that?
True crime shows.
Oh yeah,
they're like little documentaries about an incident that happened in the world.
Yeah.
And because I don't have to watch those, because there's nothing there. I don't need to see the reenactment, and I can just listen. Man, people are horrible.
Yeah, well, and it's usually a lot of like interview type stuff.
Yeah.
And so you're not really watching it as much as you're listening to it.
I just listen. It's on the TV. I don't have to look at it, but I can do all this stuff. But there was some actual special work I did on my Land Raider, if you don't mind me sharing.
Sure.
Because I have a picture of it. Well, let's just go through the Thanksgiving presentation first.
Yes. Good morning, Don.
And then we'll. And Don is actually in my neck of the woods. Unfortunately, he and I could not get together just because of time constraints. And I have my grandkids and everything else, and it's been a nightmare. But he's actually in Allentown, PA.
Oh, Allentown.
We had hoped to get to meet somewhere in the middle, but didn't get a chance to do it.
Allentown. Billy Joel sang a song about Allentown.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
What was it about Allentown? Oh, he's like, was it a industry?
If my memory serves, it's a steel industry.
Steel industry. That's it.
Now, I believe this is Dave's Thanksgiving.
Yes, look at that massive thing.
That's awesome.
What is that for? I know it's Forge World. I know all that stuff about it.
It's a Space Marine vehicle of some kind. I've never seen it actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it looks amazing. I'm like,
this is not a toy. Let's get that right.
This is a big chunk of lead you can use to stop bullets.
It's beautiful.
Look at that thing.
Yeah,
That
that's
thing
awesome.
is just massive. Hey, David, if you're on, I don't know if that message you shared with me can be shared or not. So if it is, let me know and I'll let people know.
This is David's Thanksgiving project. Very cool stuff.
I wonder what size base that is.
Right there.
I know, but is that like 100 mil probably?
Yeah, it's probably pretty big. It's probably pretty big.
All right.
Yeah. And then this is Mark's.
Very cool. He's doing a leopard, and that's
160
mil base.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Mark's and all his accessories. Which, by the way, I was going to invite Mark on for one of our Thanksgiving shows.
Feel free, dude.
Yeah, all right. I'll chat with him later today. He'll probably pop in here in the chat here in a little bit, hopefully.
Look at all the accessory parts he
bought. Oh yeah, he sent me some for my Corsair build that I'm hopefully going to be able to start here very soon.
But it's not plane. What would be a good holiday for a plane?
Well, depending on the plane, like if it's P-47 or B-17, Thanksgiving's perfect.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know what a good month would be.
We'll have to figure it out.
Airplane April. There we go.
Airplane April. I love it.
There you go. We can look on that then. So that's what Mark's gonna be working on. And I mean, you think that's just a lot of accessories. It's just awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be an amazing model.
And this is Raymond's. Raymond's gonna be working on this, I believe.
Which is still a tank.
Yep.
But I guess he didn't take progress pictures. I guess he forgot, or he just.
Well, I think he does that. I think that's where he's starting. I think he's going to paint it.
Okay.
Over Thanksgiving, and that's what I'm doing. I'm painting over. I'm not doing as much building, but I'm painting in stages. So I've got different components I'll be working on, then attaching it all to the whole thing.
Well,
probably doing most of my paint work, which is going down an airbrush. I'll do that off camera.
I'm building a lot, so.
Yes. Yes.
We'll talk about
this is what you're working on.
Yes. The big old German. Dude, this thing is so massive. I had to, so I don't know if you guys pay attention to my background when you're watching the videos or not, but I had like piles of stuff back here. I caught myself.
Yeah, you did.
And I had to clean all that up, and I had to put another table back here. This is like a 4-foot table from Walmart. It's like a folding table, just so I have a place. Like, so my main desk, got to paint armor pieces mostly still. Okay. So at my main desk, I can build the turret. But then when I'm done build, I need a place to put it because everything's so massive.
Yeah. I have the same problem with my Corsair. I can't. Yeah. I want to get together with Mark and his group in Colorado, and I can't build it all here and leave it. So I have to. That's why I haven't started it yet.
Yeah. So that's that's why I have a table behind me now, and that's where everything's piled up. I have to go through my closet next and pull out all my boxes and re-tetrasize them so that I can put more boxes in. I got
David said stuff is great. Even better are piles of stuff. Because when you caught yourself, you went from stuff.
So I asked David,
it just doesn't happen.
David said I could share some news on the stream.
Well, hang on a minute. Let's just get. Can we? You have ADHD really bad.
I do. I'm sorry.
Well, you hang on that little kernel of nugget while we finish this.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
All right, and that's what I'm working on.
Oh, forgot.
And the reason I wanted to show this is because this tank, you can build 2 versions.
Yeah.
Of this vehicle. All right, and I was going to show you what I did over the build before we started today, so that I could actually show you what I'm planning on doing. So we'll do that.
Ahead of myself because we had that conversation before the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, we haven't done this in forever, so. All right.
Look at that. That's Jeff's desk.
I know, isn't it great? I want to build both versions. The difference between the two is I can get 16 models in the Crusader. I can only get 14, I believe, in the Redeemer. All right.
Well,
as you know, I hoard parts. So I had
No.
I had a bunch of extra parts. So as you can see, I have that one marked as right.
Oh, it's magnetized.
So I magnetized it so that I could literally throw these on and then build the other weapon sponsons. So I've got 4 sets of the weapon sponsons.
Okay.
And they all fit.
Yep.
Everywhere on the tank.
So
I can swap out the weapon sponsons.
Now, are all the extra parts coming from previous builds?
They're all coming from previous kits. Like I have a Crusader weapon, this weapon sponson here that I never finished. And then I've got, and this is what I'm going to be painting on today. I have the Redeemer parts here as well, but I have to assemble those. But I wanted to paint them first.
All right.
So what I'm going to do on the show starting today is I'm going to work on these and then start building the components and assemble these sections.
Okay.
Because I got really no more building left here. So I'm going to build all the stuff that's going to go on it. And then during the week, I'll take one evening a week and I'll do the airbrush work on this. Because right now it's just in a base of the Fang, which is a very dark blue-gray.
All right.
And then I'm going to give it a pin wash of, I'll probably do some panel lining, do the pin washes in here, and then go back over it with Fenris gray, and then highlight the edges, or I'm sorry, with rust gray, and then highlight the edges with Fenris, or maybe even, what's the other color that I use sometimes? Blue Horror.
Okay.
And I'll do that airbrushing off camera, and then over the course of the month, hopefully I'll get all these things built, these weapon sponsons built, so I can attach those as well. And basically, so the whole sponson will be one piece that attaches to this. And then I can just pop these on, all right, and play with it. And then if I want to use the Redeemer the next time, because everything else here on the Redeemer is exactly the same as the Crusader.
Okay.
That'll basically give me 2 tanks in one. And I also have enough stuff that I could change out everything and make it a normal Land Raider because I've got the last cannons too. So I'm going to magnetize those as well eventually. And this one vehicle will build 3 different tanks depending on what one I want to take. And then I'm going to pick up another Land Raider and do the same thing. So I can basically then build 2 of any combination of those 3 that I want.
I love it. So, you know, every time I see that Land Raider model, I just want to break out my old double wide Land Raider that I started a long time ago.
Yeah.
And start finishing that project.
One of the things I wish I could come across would be a Mark I, the Land Raider that was available when I started, where you got 2 in a box for $20. I would love to be able to get my hands on one of those just to have the kit, because it was such a great kit.
Something that you could just put up on your shelf and display as like a piece of art. Something.
David says we have not seen Jeff's desk in forever, and quite frankly, David, with all the mess that's been there, neither have I. I was like, oh, there is a cutting mat here. I don't have to go buy a new one. This is already here.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things we both had to face with Thanksgiving is we both had to clean our space.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm still not done. I have to take. Well, I got my grandson most of the afternoon. He and I are going to be playing video games all afternoon. But I need to go through and gut this room as far as getting everything done, and then eventually get it moving. But I just don't have the time. My going full time at Battlefront has just got my time just eaten up, and then I'm having nothing serious, but I'm in and out of doctors at this point. So it's just my time. I always seem like I'm running somewhere.
Yeah, Don's in the same boat. He's got to clean his space. Yeah.
Well, literally it took me almost an hour this morning because I'm working on a big Emperor's Children project. And it took me an hour this morning to clean up all the colors I'm using for the Emperor's Children.
Yeah.
And get that back in you literally refilled my army painter rack, 2 things on my Games Workshop, and then a lot of my contrast and speed paints. I probably had 100 bottles just kind of scattered around the table area.
Well, that's me. Whenever I start a project, all my paints pile up. And then as soon as I'm done with that project, I put all my paints away and then break open the next project. Yeah, work seriously cuts into my paint. Yeah, it cuts into all of our painting time.
And being the efficient, conscientious live host with you, I got all this done 30 minutes before we had to go. And also did all the photos for today.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back to the news.
Your nugget of information.
My nugget of information. So
I'm
after
all
last
yours.
week's show, David sent me a instant message. And basically, Andy's Hobby Headquarters is going to bring in a new product line that we are all familiar with. He's going to start carrying GW stuff.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah. So, yeah, but after 20 years, yeah, I get you, Dave.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so Andy's is going to bring in GW product, which is, be honest with you, a lot of scale modelers do like the sci-fi genre or the fantasy genre. It'll be interesting. I'm curious to see how far he goes with it. Like, is it just going to be like that new store stand type thing, like
Right.
like you see it like a smaller store, or if he's gonna like have like an aisle of GW stuff.
Well, GW's got a rack. They've got a like the Hobby Town close to me carries their what they call their entry level.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
it's basically that one rack. And then he's got the paints as well. I would imagine one of the nice things about what Andy's doing is not only do his current customers, there may be a few that cross over, but it's just expanding your customer base.
Yeah.
Because quite frankly, if once they learn us out there on that end of town, it'll actually be he'll a lot of these guys will never have any reason to go in there other than that, and then they'll get some crossover there too, because God knows you and I both play miniature games like crazy, but we also do historical kits and everything else.
Yeah. David said he's got the top 200, so I would have to assume that means the top 200 selling items.
Yeah, and it's probably just model kits to begin with, I would imagine.
Yeah, well, models and paint, and bringing in the paint line would not be a bad thing for Andy.
No, not at all. Not at all. As a matter of fact, when I heard the news, one of the being what I do for a living, Flames would be another nice fit there as well, as much smaller scale historical tanks.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's a process, and Dave will move on to it. But I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Really, diversification anymore, it's really difficult. I mean, because of the way Andy did it and built that location and built what he did, he's got a great following countrywide, worldwide at this point.
Worldwide, yeah.
On what he does, and he's got his own line of kits and everything else. But bringing in the other stuff, he can survive. But if you're not like that, you don't have that advantage. Diversifying is the way to go. You get more and more and more to attract more customer base, and there is a bit of a crossover, and people will cross those lines.
David's saying the whole sci-fi rack will be removed, and the GW will go in that spot.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure I know which sci-fi rack he's talking about, and that's a pretty good space. And the thing that's cool about GW is the way you can stack it bookshelf wise,
right?
And you can put everything out there, and you can still see exactly. You can't really do that a lot with model kits. Like you can put them on their side and kind of see what they are.
It loses some impact. Now, is the store is he getting rid of those sci-fi kits, or is he just relocating them to somewhere else in the shop? That was my. I'm a sci-fi model nut. My closet's full.
Well, and he has a really good selection of sci-fi models.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. I'm knowing Andy, he'll probably keep the sci-fi stuff, but maybe reduce it down. Just relocate. Very cool. So I thought that was interesting news. I was like, well, that is smart. I think it's a
good decision.
I think, he probably, I know Andy was always very conscientious about when he was located at just the one location of not bringing in certain things because Darren had them at IOG.
Yep.
So, but he's seeing an opportunity out now to like open up and go, all right, let's bring the stuff in, and worst case thing, it doesn't sell. And he just, okay, we tried. But I think it will sell quite nicely.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, also the other thing that's happening, I think from my vantage point, he really enjoyed LVO. That's cool.
That's great.
I think the thing also for him is his store is almost an attraction.
Yep.
Because it is such a large store and is so well known for model kits. People just want to make the trip. It's almost like going to Mecca to somewhere. It's like we used to feel when they started opening GW stores.
Yeah.
We used to make it when we've made a lot of treks to other locations. Just when they were coming around, let's go see a GW store. And it was like, wow, okay. Because when I flew back east for when I went to the first grand tournament in '97, And the big thing that I was asked when I got back was, what was the GW stores like? And I'm like, well, quite frankly, they're GW. I mean, I wasn't impressed because it was exclusively GW stuff. And at that time, there was nothing they offered that I couldn't. As a matter of fact, I could offer more. But it does become this. I need to make this quest to this location and just check.
Yeah. Speaking of IOG, something has already moved into the spot, and they haven't taken down.
Well, the sign's coming down because the guy that owned the slot car track, is taking over part of that space. He's taking over that space, and he's tearing Darren's sign down when he puts his sign up.
Got it.
That's what's going on there.
We do get quite a few out-of-state people on a regular. I bet.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So if the slot car guy's taking over some of Darren's space, that means he's taking over the academy, or is he?
He's taking over the main suite, I believe, because he wants to put a drag strip in there.
Nah, that'd be
good. Because slot car drag races are really huge, I guess.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
Yeah. So
they're quite the attraction. I watch a lot of like reels, videos on Facebook about that kind of stuff. With slot car drag racing seems to be a hot spot, hot subject.
Right.
And it's like, but if you watch them, you're like, zing. Okay, I'm done. I'm like,
yeah. Now, but speaking of Darren and his store and everything that's going on, let's see what's going on with Darren's fixtures, shall we?
Perfect lead in.
You like that segue? Let's see what's happening with Darren's fixtures.
Keith still runs it, and the retail space. Okay. So this is going to be the new shop and surprise.
Yep, this is a player draw 2.
Okay.
He sent me these pics. I chat with him on the phone at work. And as you can see, a lot of those are Darren's fixtures.
Mm-hmm.
He's literally on the verge of opening soon. He's just running into some regular red tape. This was actually when he was getting it all built. So he and I were chatting. Oh. Hey, send me the pics and I'll show them on my show.
Those cabinets look familiar.
Don't they?
That whole setup looks familiar.
So I'm actually excited for him. I think it's going to be good. He's going to have a lot of gaming space out there. I know that we talked last time we were together about the location not being the best, but I know from a fact, if you remember where 28th and Cactus is, where we were at Waterloo Games North, the locations aren't really necessary if you got a good draw.
Yeah.
So if you're a good shot, people know you're out there, it'll happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's all Big D's old fixtures and everything else. So
very cool.
That'll be opening soon, but he's running into some issues with just bureaucratic stuff getting the bread store ready to open.
Well, we narrowed down the location because when we talked last time, I was thinking it was going to be on the other side over by the car garage.
Right.
Because there was a big suite over there that closed up and is just sitting vacant. But I guess it's going to be in the other mall across the street over by Guns Plus, and there's like a laundromat. I think there's a restaurant over there.
Right.
I thought that was already full, but I guess people moved out. So that opened up his spot because there's like a lot of little businesses. It's just an older mall. There's like a gas station and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting.
I'm just getting prepped for the next presentation when we get ready. I got a ton of those before we get on camera and start painting.
But it is a better location than the one I talked about previously because you can hit it from Grand Avenue and you can get right in there, or you can come down Dysart and you can get in there. So and it's not by the school. And that was the one thing. If it was going to go in another spot, there's a school there, and during school drop off and pickup, it's insane. Like people back up on Dysart. And traffic just gets crazy right there. But he's in the other side, so that actually is going to make traffic flow a little bit easier to get in and out of. Because that other spot, not easy to get in and out of. So we'll see. But if he's opening soon, we'll do what we do. We go check it out.
Yeah, absolutely check it out. Let me know what you guys think.
So very cool. Good
stuff.
Do
we want to do the Discord picks now?
Yeah, let's jump into Discord and then we can jump on camera. Like we haven't been on camera in how long?
Haven't been a long time. Absolutely.
So we can jump on camera and you guys can watch me glue
True treads together.
Tread gear or guides onto my stuff.
Well, Don's got some new metallics.
Yes, he got those paints, the same ones that I was talking about and David was talking about.
Yeah. And then, of course, he gives us a sample.
Look at that gold.
Yeah, it's nice. Looks good.
And I'm assuming, Don, you airbrushed that because it's good airbrush paint.
A little overspray there, but yeah, no, it looks good.
Yeah, love it.
I may have to check those out.
And
Don says he loves them.
Very cool.
Yeah, well, I'll be honest with you. I'm not using them. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I fell in love with the Metalworks from Vallejo a long time ago. So they gotta really prove their worth to me.
Well, and they're available on Amazon.
I'll check them out.
And you can buy just like a small box, I think, of just like the metallics, if I'm not mistaken. I was looking at them.
Yeah, I think this was, I got the 12 colors. I looked at it online. I may have to pick them up, just check them out.
Yeah, just check them out. And hey, that's what we do. We like to check out new paints, and part of the hobby is collecting, and collecting paints is part of the hobby as well.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So, what are you looking for? Oh, you're looking at all your paint.
I now need physical binoculars to see the end of my paint rack. Luckily, I'm on wheels.
So you can just roll on over.
I can just roll on over.
There you go.
All right. Old man lost his cursor. There we go. And then this is the stuff that Joe's been working on.
Very cool. Some historical stuff.
Yeah.
Looks like the skies have opened up and...
all right.
You went the wrong way.
What's going on here?
Uh-oh. Technical issues.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. All right, let me try this again. Hang on a minute.
All right.
We're having some technical issues.
It wouldn't be the first time. I use different techniques on the face. I like it. Oh, Joe has been knocking them out. Knock them out.
All right, let's try this again, shall we?
All right.
All right, we're going to try this again.
We're pressing buttons, folks.
There we go. There we go. Okay, we're good. Now, Joe, I have to tell you, when I saw this pic, I saw this one first.
Okay.
And I went, no.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I want to show that one or not.
Uh-oh.
This is the front side of it, but look at the back side.
Well, your pictures aren't up.
Oh, what am I doing now?
I thought you were like getting us ready for a picture to show.
It wouldn't be our show if it wasn't messed up. There we go.
There we go.
All right, this is the one I was afraid to take. Now you see. It's funny now, isn't it? Yeah, I know, Don. All right, I'm old. I'm feeble. And the grayer my beard gets, the more my intelligence goes down. But there it is from the front.
He's a salesman.
There we go. That's true. That's very true.
There we go. All right.
All right.
So anyway, Joe said he did something different with the faces, and he likes what happened. So let's focus in on. Hey, Mark.
I'm scaring my viewers because this first pick scared me. That scared me. All right, there we go.
So I'm trying. So it looks like you highlighted the faces a little bit more, Joe.
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about? What did you do different on the faces that you? Because I'm seeing it looks like there's a little bit brighter flesh tone on the faces, and you got some good recessing going on. So howdy.
Hey, Mark. Yeah, I mean, did I'm going to check something while we're waiting on to see if he's going to reply. Hang on a minute.
I'll sing for you guys.
Yeah, just kind of fill the gap.
Okay. He highlighted them up, no wash. Okay, very cool.
All right, fair enough. But see, here's the thing. We have a Discord channel. Put the comments in there. Let people know what you're doing. That'll generate comments. Other people can join in and give you some pointers. Tell you what they think. So when you post your pics up, put a little comment. I tried different thing on the faces. I tried this, and see what kind of feedback you get. That's always cool.
But getting away from the wash when you're doing flesh tone is always good. That's what when I was doing that More Time project, that was my big thing, was just highlighting up.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is you can actually thin down your washes to make them more of a glaze.
Yep.
And do more of a pinpoint application. and then go back in and hit your raised areas with a little bit of highlight. Because I know if you use a heavy pure wash on a face and then go back and try to highlight with the original color, it gives you a pretty bold contrast. Where if you
he only cares what you think.
yeah, that's going to endear yourself to the crowd, Joe. Yeah, keep that up. Then you put a thinner wash down and do a little more pinpoint application versus just an actual wash on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just kind of hit those shaded areas. Then you go back into your highlight, you get a better gradient on your transition.
Yeah, doing that pin wash in the eyes, under the nose, maybe around the ears.
Right.
Some of that shading in those recessed areas like that, but then keeping the flesh tone.
Yeah.
Very cool. I like it.
Very good. Very cool. I can't see them up on my big screen because I have my light above it. I can see it, but they look good. They look good.
Blinded by the light.
Some terrain.
Terrain.
Treasures.
Very cool. Oh, gold. Look at all that treasure.
Look at all that gold.
I need gold. Give me some gold. Oh.
I don't know who did this.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I wish he needs. I mean, you want to talk about putting comments on Discord? He needs to put some comments. Give some opinion.
I love this truck. It's just
it's fantastic. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Because it's a civilian truck.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah, and yeah, no, it looks great. It's fantastic, Mark. Oh, by the way, Mark, let me know what Saturday morning would be good for you to join us during Thanksgiving, man, so we can talk about your kit. Because we already showed the kit you're working on, which looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, yep. Look at that.
Got those pallets. Love it. Just love it.
Absolutely gorgeous. And I like the base, the display, because it's actually kind of I don't want, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
It's not audacious.
Okay.
It's just a truck parked in a parking lot.
Yeah.
You know, I mean that's just it's kind of somebody had a truck in a parking lot and they cut that section out and threw it out there.
Well, it's real life. It shows a truck being loaded up. Just ordinary thing.
Yeah. Well, again, it's literally an ordinary truck hauling stuff in an ordinary area. It's just awesome. And the little clump, it's really nice. I really like it. Windows
are dirty.
Yep.
Truck's dirty because it's a truck. Not supposed to have a clean truck. Oh.
And speaking of Flames War tanks, this is some stuff Rob was working on.
Very cool.
Just threw a couple build pics in there.
Team Yankee?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Flames, Team Yankee.
It's all the same.
Historical World War II. Or historical 15 mil.
It's an airfield in Kuwait.
Oh.
Military truck on auxiliary. Yeah. That's what's cool about it. It's that, a lot of people want to do the big fancy stuff and get, just sometimes just a snapshot of life.
Steve?
He's going crazy.
He's in high gear.
Yeah. Very nice. This is probably all the new Star Wars Legion stuff. They just released an updated box sets and all the new stuff for Legion. Is it Legion or it's not Shatterpoint? No, it's Legion.
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, Legion just came out with a new edition.
Then here's his Dreadnought.
Oh, look at that!
Working out some OSL.
Oh, he recreated the art from the box. Very cool.
Oh, very cool.
That just makes it. Now you got to just put the box in the background of it when you display it at the next show.
Very cool.
Very good. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, but Steve's going to town.
Look at that. He's got that weathering down really nice. Love it.
I remember the first. What was the model he did? It was a Tyranid model of some kind. When we were in it was either an OG or something. That was the first time I actually had an interaction with Steve in this painting.
Was that when he did the or was that his orcs? He did something with a lot of fluorescent colors.
Yeah, I think it was NIDS.
Okay.
But as we have talked about old man memory. But yeah, no, he's really come a long way. Looking really good.
Yeah, he's like a Don.
Yeah.
Got his light glow effect going on.
And that is all of those.
Very cool.
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Hey, you want to get some work done?
Yeah. I'm gonna switch cameras. My work today is not gonna be the most exciting, folks.
Mine either. But yeah, mine either. So.
But it's what we have to do to get through and make stuff happen. So
I'm a little. I mean, Mark had mentioned once when he was on the show about he uses these. This is a Boston Market microwave meal container.
Yeah.
And I'm like Mark. I've got like dozens of these lying about, where I just use them to hold bits. So they're not flopping all over the place.
Because I take my lunch to work. I get the lunch meat I get comes in these plastic containers, and that's what I use to. I save them, and they just come in handy, kind of like a Tupperware container.
Yep.
So I started building the tracks, as I talked about earlier, and these things are massive. But today I've got to finish gluing in all of the track guides.
Right.
Let that sit, and then after this is done, I got to get all the track wheels done.
Right.
And get those onto the hull of the tank, and then from there it's going to go real quick. Because there's not much to add to, like building the turret, because internally it's all full, so that'll take a little bit of time. But that's quick work. But got to get this done because it's just got to get done. So I figured I wanted to hit the things that were going to take the most time first.
Right.
And the tracks are the first thing, and then after the tracks, the road wheels will take the most amount of time after that.
I'm literally just painting some. I'm not even getting my wet palette out today. I'm just.
You're going dry.
Yeah, pretty much.
Each one of these tracks is, like I said, 77 links long, and I had to leave the last link off, obviously, because I got to wrap it around and make sure I don't have any slag in it, because Sherman tracks don't have sag in them.
Oh, really?
So. Have you watched any good movies lately?
I watched Megan 2.
How was it?
It was actually better than I thought it would be, and it wasn't anything like the first one, which I thought was good.
The first one was creepy.
Yeah, the new edition of Blood Bowl kind of surprised me, because when the initial mention of it, Don, was that not a whole lot of changes, but now you're finding out that they've changed stats, they've changed team arrangements. Player stats. I mean, it seems to be a lot more changes in it than I thought. I haven't actually done a deep dive yet, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't have a pro or con stance on it yet. I want to do a little more reading, but I was just kind of surprised what I'm hearing.
Well, and if I'm not, I also heard like a team will be in a box, and that's the team you play, which will be good. To a degree. Right. I hope they still allow star players, though.
Yeah, there's star player rules and other things, but they initially said not many changes whatsoever. Here's some of the, but then you get back in, they change stats, they change team configurations.
Maybe it was not a lot of changes in the core rules.
Yeah, that may be. I don't know. My initial thing was, they want existing players to buy new teams.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be some configuration issues, but I didn't pre-order it because right now, to be honest, all my money's going to copays.
Yeah. There was a one of the sites I looked at said they thought that the dwarfs of both types had hurt the devel at some point.
Devs at some point.
Yeah, could be.
I'm gonna have to check them out.
They had some reveal recently because I got the email, and one of the things they revealed were some basic information about the new Warhammer Quest.
Yes.
And I took a look at that, took a read through it. It's not Warhammer Quest in the way that 1995 Warhammer Quest was.
No.
It seems like it's going to be, God, I almost want to say like an entry level kill team style of Age of Sigmar.
Yeah. Well, this is what we've talked about before. The new design teams have a desire to put their own make on things, and they don't want to go back. and we kind of come at things from a nostalgia standpoint.
Yeah.
Plus, GW has, since I was there, they began to transition more to a business versus a hobby.
Yeah.
That makes any sense?
No, it makes sense.
So now everything is also, when they design new game systems, it's also more about the dollars and how to generate more. And I get that. I understand how businesses work. As a guy that's been working in the industry for so long, but as the guy that's been playing these games even longer, it can be disappointing.
Yeah, I'm not disappointed though. That's the funny part.
Yeah. No, I my disappointment comes more from this the change for the sake of change.
Yeah, I'm
versus you had something that did really, really well previously. Why do we need to make such great changes about it?
Well, like I said, I was reading their blurb. I was reading the little blurb that went with the reveal. First of all, the reveal photo looks like the same photo that was shared, that was leaked supposedly.
Right.
But it's all cleaned up, and it actually looks like the actual photo with like background and stuff.
Right.
So you got that same photo. Then obviously they showed all the character models that they've already revealed. But they said, one of those, it's an easy game to pick up, but hard to learn, master type concepts.
Right.
Making it sound like it's an easy game to play, like 30 minutes long. But they did reveal that it is going to be a book style map game.
Right.
That was one of the things I was kind of waiting to see what they were going to do.
Yep.
Because it looks like, I was like, is it just one board or do you got multiple boards? And it looks like it's going to be a book, and it is going to be campaign driven.
Right.
They listed the number of campaigns that would be in the book. I don't remember them off the top of my head, but it has some potential. Like one time you might be on a map and you're supposed to do one thing, and then the next time you go to the map, you might be doing something different, which is cool.
Right.
That way the map isn't locked into just being one particular thing.
Right.
You can use it for other things as well, or it'll be part of the campaign.
Right.
So I'm interested. I'm like, all right, it looks interesting. If it's a little quick and easy 30-minute combat style game, because that's what the way they made it sound, it's a skirmish game.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that's the takeaway I got from it. So I'm just gonna wait, continue to wait.
Yeah, see what happens. Mark, you didn't comment back that I saw about you coming on the show during Thanksgiving month. So if you get a chance, let me know, sir.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Inquiring minds want to know.
But I'm looking forward to it. We all know GW makes amazing models.
Absolutely. They do make great stuff.
I'm interested in the models themselves. That's one of the reasons why I got like Curse City and Silver Tower and stuff like that, because the models are amazing. It's going to be a lot of Nurgle. I was off last Sunday.
Yeah.
And I got a chance to run up to Hobby Forge.
Right.
And got to run into a lot of the regulars.
From IOG?
Yeah. Lee was there, Smigs was there, Timmy was there, Bobby was there. And Bobby's boyfriend was there. I forget his name. It was just fun. It was just fun to like see everybody.
Yeah, awesome.
And I bought my new Conflict 47 book.
Ooh, how's that look?
It looks amazing. I was actually taken back by the price.
How much is it?
It was $63 for the rule book.
Oh boy.
I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, Bobby double checked it because there was like a price sticker on the note for $63.99, so $64.
Right.
I was like, is that the price of the book? Normally, the Warlord books aren't that expensive.
Yeah, there could be a tariff situation there as well.
It could be a lot of things.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, well, I ordered it, so I'm going to pay it. But then I got it home and started looking through it. It's a nice quality book. So I have not dove into reading all the rules. It's and it's an A4 book.
Right.
Yeah, Joe, Bobby does work there, which is awesome. So it is a little bit bigger, which I understand that has a lot to do with the price. But hopefully it's a book that will be around for a while. That's my hopes.
Right.
The last Conflict book, this is the second edition, and Conflict came out how long ago?
Yeah.
So
well, now the difference is now Warlord owns it outright.
Yes.
Before they had partnered with somebody else.
Yeah. So hopefully we get it sticks around. So I was just sticker shock, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, well, you're not expecting it that much. Like, oh, okay, wait a minute.
Not for a rule book from Warlord. I guess that was my.
Yeah, and it's an A4, right? You said.
Yeah, it's an A4.
I'm just stippling some metallics on this door here. These door insides.
I am just gluing track.
We are doing some riveting stuff here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. If you came here for do you watch Squigmar, the YouTube channel?
I haven't in a long time.
One of the guys from Squigmar won Gold Demon.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I have a new pastime in the evenings, 2 to 3 nights a week. I play a game called Roblox with my grandson.
Roblox. Okay.
Roblox.
All right.
It's really hard. It's really hard to describe. It's basically there's a lot of different parts of it, a lot of different areas you can go. We have been playing 99 Nights in the Wild West.
Okay.
Where you have to run around, collect things, manufacture stuff, and arrest outlaws.
So it's an old west.
Well, no, because there's one called 99 Nights in the Forest. There's a Grow Garden. There's Grow Garden versus Blood versus Brain Rots. Just a lot of different stuff. It's a game designed for kids, and
sure.
Of course it's got a bit of a because we play on private servers because it's also
it's online.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yep. And he and I are going to be spending the afternoon today here at the house, probably playing Roblox. I play on my PlayStation. He plays on his tablet.
Is he coming over?
Yeah, he's hanging out with me today. So after the show, I gotta get the apartment a little bit straightened up. He should be here, I'd say, between 12 and 1, and then he and I are going to play most of the rest of the afternoon, do that, and then I'll get back to painting around 6 or 7 o'clock tonight and paint until like I fall over dead.
Oh, please don't do that.
I think Mark left the show. He's not watching anymore.
Oh, maybe he had stuff going on.
Probably. He's a little busy.
Maybe he's building his tank and he's so focused on it. Yeah, I'm kind of digging this massive tank. Just like everything, I'm like, all right, where is it going to go when I'm done?
All right, so there's my stippling just to get some
color.
Not a consistent color, just some just to bring out the metal in there.
Very cool. Hey, have you seen the new Jurassic
World with Scarlett Johansson?
It's the newest one.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah,
it's all right. It was good. I don't know. Like now we have enough of them. You can spend the whole day just watching Jurassic movies.
Yeah, pretty much. I watched a throwback movie from back in the 90s, back like 98, 99, called The Faculty.
Okay.
Where aliens take over a high school faculty.
Oh, very good.
It stars Josh Hartnett.
I don't know who that is.
I had not thought of him, but my daughter had a massive crush on him. So she loved that movie.
So you went ahead and watched it.
So I went ahead and watched it again and went, "Hey, this is actually a good silly movie."
Hey, Victor's in the house. What's up,
Victor,
Nick? Victor.
I got a little sloppy here on my stippling.
Yeah. It's not painting if you're not making a mess, buddy.
That's true.
All right.
I don't want to have any of the metallic out of the area where it should be until I'm ready for the weathering part.
You're gonna weather it?
No, I don't know yet. I haven't decided.
All right. Is that for your space wolf army?
Yes, sir. My one that I have yet to do any work on. This quite frankly, is the first official piece for my. This is well, I take it back. This is the first official piece for my Space Wolf Army. It's sad. I haven't had time to work on. This would be my second. This little lovely vehicle. So.
Peter Jurassic needs to do more. Okay, I don't know who.
Peter Jurassic played Londo Mollari. I believe it was Peter Jurassic played Londo Mollari on Babylon 5.
Oh, that popped up on Tubi. I was like scrolling for another really bad movie to watch. In Babylon.
Hey, it's not bad.
No, I did. I was purposely looking for bad movies, and then I saw Babylon 5. Like, oh, I should watch that, and then I was like, no, because then I'll watch it.
Babylon 5 is a commitment because to get the whole story, you got to watch the whole season.
Yeah, and that's not something you want to do when you're clipping tank.
Yeah, you don't want to have to. Yeah, Babylon 5. To this day, I binge watch the whole series once a year.
Yeah,
and I still come across things either that I forgot or I didn't realize the first time I watched it.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff going on in
there. That's why I had to be careful. That's why I was just getting really bad. I watched there were some really bad movies on Tubi, man.
Well, Megan 2 was pretty good. I mean, it was different than the first, which actually I was kind of relieved to see. They didn't try to recreate it.
Yeah.
And it was actually pretty good. What else have I watched? Of course, I watched Fantastic Four like twice this month. I binge watched the entire one season of Firefly and then wrapped that up with the movie and forgot how much I love that movie. Even when Wash dies, that upset me again.
Yeah, it happens. I should have just pulled out Starship Troopers because
there you go.
I pretty much know those movies.
Oh, I believe I have won my battle against the bugs.
Oh,
because I finally got the apartment complex to get a company to actually treat. I think I had knocked them down pretty good myself, but because I hadn't seen any in a few days. Then the apartment complex finally got the appointment scheduled. And I thought, you know something, I'm not going to say no because this way I can just make sure
they're gone. Very good. Very, very good.
I know you guys are probably getting bored watching us just put little bits of paint.
Well, hopefully they're working on their projects. I know Joe is not doing a tank, but he is building something. He's doing build giving. I think is what he called it.
That's fine. It's literally just a reason to get together for a month and actually build something.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get online with Mark and his friends out in Colorado to work on the Corsair. I just haven't had a chance to.
Oh, hey.
Wow.
I got my speed stick.
Oh, that's cool.
So I got it all taken apart. I gotta really clean it because I got deodorant goo all over it. But I got my deodorant container all ready to go for January.
Yeah, I gotta pick that up. I have started amassing bits and pieces.
What'd you do? Go in your closet?
Yeah, what stuff I want to add on to it. I went through all of my bins, my bits bins, and got some engine parts and basically some conduit and stuff like that to kind of do the exterior stuff.
Very cool.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
Tank's building. That's it. He's going to do terrain work. So I'm looking forward to that. But I had to remember not to throw it away. That was the big thing.
I'm actually going to just go buy a brand new one and throw the deodorant away because I'm looking for a specific style, just roll on or dispenser. So we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Well, you got to find the right shape.
That's the thing.
This is what I use. So I got the Old Spice.
The Old Spice.
Old Spice. Hey, I pulled out the right amount of guide things here for this particular track.
Look at you. That's awesome.
And this has been my week. And I had a blast with it.
I got the airbrushing done on the vehicle late last night, and then, like I said, off camera, I'm going to take one night a week instead of working on the Emperor's Children, and work on the tank. So I got to go back through today. I'm going to try at some point while I'm when I'm done hanging out with my grandson. When I'm waiting for something to dry, I'm going to try to do the pin washing and the panel lining, and then let it set for a day or two, then come back and start doing the airbrushing. And then I'm going to hopefully get to work on this somewhat well. So each week I have a little bit of progress to show.
All right. I'm going to be off camera for a second when I put this on my table.
Woo-hoo! Then, see? The lovely magnets. Ta-da!
It doesn't fit.
Oh, no!
Oh, shit. Excuse my language.
I would have said the same thing if it didn't fit.
Well, it fell.
Oh, no.
And I got to make sure none of the little guides shifted. They all look good.
Yeah.
All right.
Who are you? Matthew McConaughey? All right. I'm May.
Well, that's done. Woo! One project done.
Hey.
So now I can get those like painted. This is the book. It's actually really nice. Like it's
with models like that, the instruction manual is actually a manual.
Yeah. So there was like this little piece of paper taped in because I guess it was loose in the box. I taped it in because I guess the instructions here were missing this one particular step.
Right.
R7 step.
Right.
But what I got to focus on now is all of the gear wheels, the driving wheels, so that I can put them on the tank.
Right.
Because those are going to be a big build. And I still don't know how I'm going to paint it. Obviously, I'm going to paint it green. I have to go pretend to work. You guys have a great rest of your weekend and work. All right, buddy. You too. Painting and Building with Mike and Jeff, sponsored by Y'all Spice. Yeah, Spice. Yeah. So I need to find all of these pieces. How many of them am I building though? Make 6. I like how he does that. Tells you how many you're gonna. He tells you how many you need to make.
Right. Yeah.
So that really makes it more understandable. And if I'm not mistaken, these are movable, like they bounce up and down.
Oh, sweet.
But I think what I'll do is I'm going to start clipping off all the road wheels. That should be fun.
I think the whole kit's going to be fun.
I got to get this big, massive box off my table first. This thing has so much suction when you're pulling the lid off. There's my barrel. Look at that thing, man.
Whoa!
It's all metal.
That's awesome.
It's massive. Road wheels.
Doing a lot of the metallics on this just in a dry brush.
All the way at the bottom of the box, like always. Anytime I go looking for something, it's always in the bottom of the box.
That's how it goes.
This is life. Oh. I'm sure that sound is not pleasant. So these wheels are massive. This is going to be fun, dude.
Yeah, you have a good time.
They are over an inch.
I am massively excited to start the Corsair. The project's kind of so important to me that I don't want to rush it. I mean, as far as getting started,
Right.
I want to make sure I got a place I can put it, like I did with that Enterprise kit that I was working on for so long before.
Yeah. Well, that's just one of those, like, there's really great massive models out there on the market, but when you start looking at it, it's like, where am I going to put that when I'm done?
Yeah, especially a 32nd scale aircraft.
Yeah. There was a bomber that got released that was massive.
Well, I'm really kind of jealous. I wish I was out there, because I really would love to go out to Andy's, especially if they got that little work area. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Just hang out and paint or build.
One of the things I miss is working in a game shop, working in a model shop.
Just hanging out.
I've done it for so long, but
now you have to do it on your lunch break.
Yeah. That's so awesome. So I don't do anything that's going to be, time consuming. All right, so here's my work so far on the flamethrowers. I can actually see them. So I've gone through and done the dry brushing just to get that there. So as I go through and start adding the other colors, I'm using predominantly Army Painter on this, with the exception of the actual main colors. And the only reason I'm using the regular GW colors is I already have them in an airbrush format, so I don't have to thin them as bad. So
that way you don't have to worry about not matching.
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome.
I mean, I'm still working on. I don't have a lot. I unfortunately don't have a lot of time to work on it. I haven't painted. Well, this is the first thing of mine that I've worked on in forever, and that makes it kind of hard to do the other work, because I really want to work on other things. But
sure,
I'm trying to just get it done.
Get her done.
Oh yeah. I've never used this color. Let's see if I like it.
What color is it?
Army Fanatic Death Metal.
Love the name.
Death Metal.
Yeah, baby.
I'm really hoping, because I have the John Blanche paint sets from Army Painter.
Yep.
That I keep separate. They're not like mixed in with the rest. They're separate on the bottom tier here in my paint shelf. I'm hoping I can actually find projects to use those on, because they're, ooh, it's heavy metal. Let's try that sometime.
Aren't you going to get into
Trench Crusade? Yeah, that's my plan at this point. I try to use them on that. I just don't commit to anything right now because my time is just so
limited.
Yeah. Whoop. Hang on a minute. Got to zoom back out.
I guess the company that's putting out Trench Crusades had a shift a little bit.
Yeah.
In their, I don't want to say, from their original, I guess, concept of how they wanted to do Trench Crusades.
Right.
Because it was so popular, they're kind of pulling away from the STL files.
Right.
And they're going to hard plastic.
Yeah, they've launched their own line of miniatures.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I mentioned that one time on the show. That's what kind of, because I kept saying, I'd love to, but if they were doing miniatures, but I didn't really have a lot of time because they were miniature agnostic for the longest time, and they still are.
They're not requiring it to be their line of miniatures.
No, they're just decided to do their own line, which makes sense. So,
well, they didn't know how popular the game was going to be.
Yeah, no, that's just the thing.
Like, they put out this, be honest with you, I think they were just putting out a rule book.
Right.
and they had some STL files, and they were kind of embracing that 3D printing market,
Right.
which I get it. But the game blew up, like,
Yeah, it's gone crazy.
and they're like, well, we're on to something here, so why not put out our own line of miniatures? And
Makes sense.
I get it. And then you can still do 3D printed models and all that kind of stuff. But, and I guess they're not getting rid of the STL files from the Kickstarter.
Right.
But moving forward, I guess they want to release hard plastics.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think they've already released one or did a Kickstarter for one.
Well, they got it's. I don't think it's released yet. Like influencers have it, which
yeah, I think they launched the Kickstarter recently.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought happened.
So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I still haven't played the game or looked at anything with the game. I know you said you got the PDF of the rule book.
Yeah, I got the PDF of the rule book, and I've been reading that again on my lunch break. So.
So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out in the long run. Because once you get into the miniature realm, production always becomes the issue.
Oh yeah, it all.
If it launches and it's still that successful, that might mean it might be hard to get the miniatures at first.
Right.
But it looks interesting. I love models.
Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking what I'm reading so far.
Super weird fiction.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. I don't know. Hey, I like movies about big giant bugs on invading planets. So come on.
One of the favorite shows I watched on Apple TV was Murderbot.
Murder what?
Murderbot.
Okay.
It's a future show starring. Oh, I can't think of his name. One of the Skarsgårds. The one from True Blood.
Okay.
He plays a security robot.
All right.
And it was called Murderbot. It's actually really good. Because the best part about the show is as he's interacting with humans, he has his own inner dialogue. Which is, I'd rather be killing you. That kind of thing. So,
very cool. I'm making a bunch of wheels. I love. He actually has the on the wheels. He actually has the size of the road wheels and a U.S. tire printed on them.
Woo!
So
yeah, the details exquisite.
Yeah, love it.
I gotta text Mark after, or I am Mark after the show and say, dude, I had a bunch of questions for you at the show. You weren't there. What happened?
Maybe he lost his internet.
Maybe I said something that hurt his feelings. I don't know.
I doubt that.
Me too. I'm just making a joke.
Winter is here. Winter is upon us.
I know, because I now only have an hour, or 2 hour difference between the show and when I get up. Where I used to have I get up at 7. I had till 10. Now I get up at 7 and I have till 9.
Oh, that daylight savings thing.
Daylight savings time. It's like, oh no.
One of these days we'll just do away with that.
It doesn't necessarily serve a purpose anymore.
It did at a time.
Yeah, but not anymore.
When we had no technology. But now it's like most people go 24/7.
Right.
And I think farmers have figured out when to grow stuff and when not to grow stuff, and they know when the sun's coming up.
All right. Well, here's my 2 flamers so far. We're making some progress on those.
What color is that? I'm seeing like a brown or a goldish tint.
It's very, very much a dark copper color.
All right.
But it's also got a really nice little hint of green in the metallic.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I'm really liking it. It's a good color. It's called Death Metal.
I love it. I'm gonna have to go pick some of that up just for the name.
Yeah, we have the same problem. I got off work at 6:00, and it's dark. So
yeah. where I have challenges with the winter months is I go to work, it's pitch dark out, and I jump in my truck, it's pitch dark out, and then I got to deal with the sun rising, and I'm trying to look for stray dogs run loose in the neighborhood, and the sun's blasting me in the face.
Yeah, I get that. All right, so then. What am I trying to do here?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
You're doing stuff.
I should get my instruction manual out.
Oh no.
Why do that? You know what I'm saying? All right, so this piece goes on here, and then this piece fits here. Like a so. So that's how these fit on the actual sponson control. So I think I'm going to make those to be a little trophy. I'm going to make the fuel tank for the flamer. I'm going to make those red.
I'm going to have to give Andy a little credit here.
Yeah.
So normally when I do track wheels for a tank, and they're two parts, I try to glue them together so that the part where I cut it off the sprue lines up so I can sand it down at the same time.
Right.
These wheels have a notch in them, and Andy notched them right where the sprue cuts off so that it does that automatically for you.
Right. Oh, that's cool.
So you don't have to worry about trying to line it up to sand off the sprue. You can just put it together and it automatically does it.
Here's a weird thing. The entire time you've been talking about the kit, you've been referring to the tank or to the instructions as him. And I'm like, is that guy? Who's he talking about? I'm the guy. And then I had forgotten it's an Andy's kit. Yeah. And so you're referring to Andy. So that makes sense. That makes complete sense now.
Well, it's kind of his kit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't, but I had forgotten it was an Andy's kit. I think. Does Mike smell burnt toast? Is he having a stroke? What's going
on? Burnt toast. Love it. All right. Well, the road wheels are cut off.
Yay, road wheels.
I'm pretty sure I know how they go together. I watched all of Andy's videos on putting this stuff together, so I just want to double check the instructions.
Always wise.
Well, this is a little bit more to this one than the normal kits.
Test fit twice, glue once.
Exactly. Yeah, don't glue. So I don't glue in the little thing. I just glue the wheels. Yep. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24.
Woohoo!
All right, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Probably boring as heck to watch paint.
People are kind of used to that with us.
Well, when you and I started talking about starting the show back up, this is what we kind of wanted to do. Because it was more about you and I just getting together and shooting the breeze and working on projects.
Hanging out and painting.
Pretty much what we talked about. And then we said, why don't we let some people join us and just kind of watch us? So they can watch how badly we do on camera.
Who labeled it Mike and Jeff's disastrous demos?
Yeah, I think it was Joe, actually. I think Joe.
Because we were trying to demo something and we kept going wrong for?
We would do it like 20 times, practice something. I know there's a couple of times when I was trying to show techniques on the show. I do it 20 times before we actually got to the show. And then we do it live on the show and be like, nope, that didn't work because I'm an idiot.
Joe says he misses watching us paint.
That's cool. Thank you, Joe.
Look at all these road wheels I got to do.
I'm right now doing things I really wish I had my wet palette, but I know we're not painting for that long, and I do not want to pull out a new sheet for my wet palette just to have to do these couple colors. But
well, and I know you've got to cut out, and Andy and I need to head out.
Yeah, we're going to what? We're still in about a 90-minute format, right?
Yeah, so we'll probably cut out in a little bit.
Yeah. But it's nice to be back on camera. Not that I already kind of Patreon level painter.
Well, but this was good just to get us back in the swing of it all.
Yeah, we just like doing models, doing buildings.
Building. That's mostly what I'm going to be doing this month is a lot of building. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 24. They're all here.
Yay, they're all there.
I guess my question would be is, do I want to use traditional model glue or do I want to use thin set model glue?
These are the questions.
These are the questions we must ask. Because if I do thin set, I can just put it together and then I can just run the thin set and it'll just seep into the thing. If I do the traditional model glue, I take a chance of pushing glue out.
Right.
I sand them down anyways, and the traditional glue will actually hold better.
I would agree. I'm doing these fuel tanks in a really rough pattern. I'm not really paying attention to I'm not coloring within the lines. I'm just kind of throwing the red in there because my plan is I'm using Army Painter Dragon Red. Is this Dragon Red or is this? I think it's Dragon Red. No, it's not Dragon Red. It is Basilisk Red. And then I'm going to, after it's dry, I'm going to hit it with a dry brush of Dragon Red so I can have a little bit of shading.
A little shading.
And look, here's a surprise. It's a GW model, and there's a skull on these fuel tanks. What is that about?
Big shocker.
How strange. A 40K model with skulls.
Shouldn't have that.
I am listening to a great book right now.
Yeah?
Called Drop Site Massacre.
Drop Site Massacre?
Yep, it's about the heresy, Horus heresy, when the heresy, Horus and his traitor Primarchs ambushed the loyalist Primarchs. Because initially this battle took place, there was only a few chapters they thought had rebelled. They weren't aware of the others, like Angron and the other guys, so they ambushed them. And it's kind of the interaction of the loyalist and the heresy Primarchs and their prep for that and what was going on. It's kind of interesting. It's a good book so far.
Very cool. I think next year I'm considering
right
doing my Starship Trooper project.
Ooh, and what is that?
Just taking the core box set and painting it all up and putting it on the table.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I'm considering. I want to have a cool painting project for next year.
Considering that I'm the one that got that for you.
Got what?
There was an issue with Darren getting your copy.
Oh, that was Halo.
That was Halo, wasn't it? That was Halo.
Yeah, that was Halo. Which is still that's still a really great
game.
space combat game. That's
Yeah.
kind of the word I was looking for. Uh-oh. This one might need to be clamped. Get my cheap dollar store clamps out.
I am in a good stopping point.
All right. Well, I am too, because I've just got to glue all these together. And since I screwed the pooch on that one,
I am trying to change my habit of pointing my brush with my mouth.
Whoa! Why would you get out of that habit?
Because it's nasty. So I am doing this, which I learned. I've known for a long time. Just folding it
in your hand.
Yep.
Well, and your hand will put maybe some natural oil back in.
Yeah.
Maybe. All right, I'm going to switch cameras.
Red is such a hard color to get out of a brush. You know that?
What color?
Red.
Yeah.
Red dye is just it's really hard to get out.
Red dye 42.
I'll be out in a minute.
So I'll have these wheels done probably by today.
Right.
Because we're just stepping out for a quick minute. But I am going to have to sand them all down and polish them back up and all that good stuff.
Right.
So, granted, the thing about the road wheels, if they're a little rough on the texture-wise, it probably doesn't matter.
Probably not.
So maybe I'll just take it down to like a 400 grit.
Right.
I think that would probably work out just fine. What did Vic say? In case someone forgot, still the best online streaming hobby banter show on the Saturdays. Thank you, Victor. And we appreciate that.
We appreciate that.
It makes us feel that we're actually accomplishing something. We provide mindless entertainment.
Well, you know, I think probably the fact where I can Waldorf and I can't remember the other guy's name from Muppet Show.
Oh, yeah.
Often compared to those two guys.
Yes, I love it. But yeah, so I'll get this done, and hopefully this week I'll get the road wheels done, and I can then start working on the bottom hull, because that's kind of the big part of the tank with all the detail parts.
Right.
And then once that's all done, oh, look at that.
Statler, thank you.
Yeah.
Magnets.
Gotta love the magnets. So
wave of the future.
But that'll be my project for this week, is getting all the suspension arms done and the road wheels done, get that to a point to where I can get them all painted up.
Right.
I'm going to have to decide. I have to make that really tough decision, though. Do I want to keep the road wheels off, paint them up so I can get a good black rim going around the wheels, and then put the suspension together, or just put the suspension together and just paint them on the suspension?
Yeah.
That's a tough decision I have to make.
Well, if I get Mark on the phone this week, maybe when you can ask him that, because he'd be the one to ask.
Well, I gotta kind of get all the parts cut off of one and kind of see how it all goes together to see if it's something I can do or not. That's it. Mindless is needed after a long week. Yeah. I had a short week this week because I didn't have to work Sunday.
I had a short week as well. I didn't have to work Friday. I had cardiologist appointment.
So it was a little, but now I'm back into the grind. I am taking in January and February. I'm taking all the Sundays off again.
Oh, okay, that'd be cool.
So I want to, because come January, you know what happens? I start getting geared up for retirement, buddy.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I leave in August. I qualify to retire in August.
Right. All right. Well,
it doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to retire in August. It just means
you're good to go in August.
I'm good to go in August if I want to, but I still want to get ready for it.
Yeah.
they're making more empty promises that they're going to get a supervisor and all that great stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
We'll see what happens. Yeah. So
Yeah,
anyway.
I don't get too excited. All right, you got stuff to do.
I do.
I'm going to press the buttons so that we can bounce out of here. We'll be back next week for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Post photos, post progress, post what you're doing, and we'll see you all next week.
See you, everybody.
Bye.